Hello and welcome to Zenler Educational Live Desk once again. This session runs every Thursday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. UK time. This session is for all of you to hop on live with us in the Zoom room and get your questions answered. While we have people jumping in, let me take a quick look if there are any questions that I can answer at the moment. Mostly, whenever we have any questions in the Facebook group, they are promptly being answered by David already. But let me check if there are any questions that have prompted or been written on the group recently that I can answer. Meanwhile, as people join in. And before we begin, I hope all the users who are in the group has received the communication about the pro trial that is coming up and that free accounts will only be until 31st of August. You would have a chance to sign up for the pro trial starting 1st of July already. And with the pro trial comes the accelerator program that helps you set up your site assets with the pro trial in less than 20 to 25 days. So if you want to have, or if you want to read about it, I'll put the link of the blog below this chat. If there are any questions that you have, hop on to the live room and feel free to ask.
Hi, how are you? Um,
I'm good. How about you?
work, I'm good, Mamie. I'm working on a quiz that has gone successfully through a different platform, but I'm trying to bring everything over to Zenler, and that's probably going to be a super large feat. Lots of courses and stuff to migrate. I've been with the other platform a lot of years, but I'm trying to break it down piece by piece, very small. So the thing that I need today is to get the quiz completely up and running. Yesterday, we bumped into a few things that made that a little difficult that I was hoping you could help me with today, but I don't want to take
Try my
up too much
best.
time from everybody else. So I guess that's the real question. Where can I get the help that I need without it taking away from everybody else?
Okay. So it depends what your question is. Can you let me know what your question is?
Yeah, it's a series of them, Manmeet. I've written them down. And so I was just trying to see what I could do to schedule a time that we could go through them that's not in a public place that, yeah.
So Zenler usually offers only email support. If there are any questions and the questions that you've listed, what you can do is you can record a quick video, a Loom video that you can send at support@zenler.com, and they'd be happy to look at the video and answer your questions.
Okay. All right. I'll
Yeah,
do that. Thank you so much,
yeah.
Manmeet.
All right. Thank you. Yes, Casey, how can I help you?
Hello again. So I am working on building out a welcome email series. And within that, over a course of like 3 or 4 days, I want to have it be interactive and engaging, and also as a way for me to kind of get to know them a little bit better, but also get some feedback on how I best could support them. So what I was thinking originally of doing is having these very quick polls that they could fill out each day. So, for example, I teach breath work. So it's what are they hoping to get out of breath work, or what type of experience, like one-to-one versus group, that those, just to help give context. So I was thinking that I could create um I had this all ready for last week, but then we got it canceled. So I was basically thinking, I can't remember if it was I was going to do it in a funnel and then just link it to the funnel, or if I was going to create a page for it or something where each, and then create a form where I could then create the survey. It was basically however Zenler had, I watched a tutorial on how to create a survey. And so I'd have a unique survey for each of those days for them to fill out and create what I need to. And
Can I understand what is your purpose with the sequence that you're trying to build or the messages that you're trying to build, and then I can guide you better.
So basically, when they're first joining into the signing up for my emails, I want to make sure that they start to establish, because community is important to me, that they're feeling like they're part of the community, they're a valuable asset, their feedback is important. And I also want to know what their challenges and their struggles are and have it feel a little bit like a gamified experience to help them interact and establish that connection early on and just have that relationship building. So those are my goals of the welcome series. So
Okay.
a couple, and that's why I wanted to have a couple of brief quizzes, and then depending on if they do the quiz, they might unlock a little prize or something like that to help.
So, is the purpose engagement in the beginning, or is the purpose because from what I understand is if somebody is joining your program, the first initial thing they would want to know is that where they are, where have they landed to, who you are, what do you do, and are they in the right place or not? Because once they buy, they have a lot of questions. Will this thing help me? What am I looking forward to? Have I gotten in the right place? What are other people being supported with? I think the quizzes and surveys are definitely a good way to have gamification and engagement, but maybe a few how do I say, a few sequences or messages for them to let into your world, your brand, your story of who you are, how you started, and why have you created this space for them in the first place. And then you take them to gamification.
Okay. So are you
Yeah.
thinking this would be two different email series or all part of the welcome? So like they don't have to buy anything, right? Because this is just them coming and if they sign up for like my newsletter.
Okay, so are these people coming in? Is this a free audience?
Yeah.
Okay. Even then, even if it is a free audience, it is always good for people to come into your world and understand who you are. So, what you can do is in the first sequence, if you're talking about who you are and how you can help them, probably after the email, you have a little survey you can send them to that you can take this survey for this particular topic. So, you can combine the sequence and the survey together.
Yeah.
My idea would be that anybody who's coming into your world, and especially when it is a free audience, you need to captivate them with stories. Why did you start this? Why should they trust you? Why are they in your free community? And why then should they buy? Because the more they connect with you and your story, the more persuaded they will be to buy in future.
That makes sense. And I think that's partially why I want to have the little quizzes too, is so that I can understand possibly what pathway would be best for them to engage so that they don't
Correct.
feel they feel it's personalized. They feel like they're having a personal experience. And so, but that's hard to do if I can't, that's, or if I don't have that information, right?
Right.
So I'm feeling more calm or wanting to use breath work for more energy or just kind of having more self-awareness exploration in that way. So by them taking these many quizzes and incentivizing them some way that helps them also get clear on it, but helps me get clear on how to support them. So if I'm hearing correctly, like in the welcome sequence, it would be like almost two parts in every automation where I can share something about a story related to my world, my brand. And then also in the second part, I can then tag on this um, one of the quizzes.
Right.
And so does that seem like the most, so building out like let's just say three examples of quizzes. So they're three separate quizzes and then just linking them in each email automation. Does that sound like the most efficient way if I'm understanding the Zen?
Absolutely. You can do that. Absolutely.
Okay. And so I also understand for the surveys that you have to have an email field for the information to be captured correctly.
Right.
And so unless they're, I have a thumbs up. So unless there's no way to auto populate that email based on how you sent it out. Because I'm like wondering what the risk of error is of them sending a typo or then they create a new account because it's the wrong email and they don't remember what email they signed up with. Do you
I
have?
think usually that shouldn't happen. People kind of remember the usual email they use, but if they do forget, then they would have to sign up again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Junior, how can I help you today?
Hi. So I do have some question. My first question is, how do I know? Because what happened is that I'm gonna do live webinar. So how do I know the people who did not come to the live webinar so I can send them follow-up emails?
Right. There is a tag in Zenler which is not attended. So when you go to your, one second, let me just show you quickly. Give me
Okay.
one second. So when I go to the emails here,
Mhm.
I have an option in the tagging. One second. Yeah, here it is. So when I click on add filter group, you would have an option here, which is not attended webinar. Do you see this?
Oh, yes, I do.
So when you select this,
Nice. Okay.
you can select the webinar that you're talking about. Let's say I'm talking about this webinar. So the not attended webinar, this is the webinar, I'll save changes. And this particular email that you create will only go to those people who did not attend the webinar.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sound good. And also I don't know how the video the video steps work, meaning that there when in my funnels steps, I believe it is. So where, there's at the end a video that I can provide to them if they don't come in, you know, the recorded video. That's what I meant. So there's a recorded video if they don't come to the webinar. So how do I send that, please? That's
So
specific.
what you can do is you can use any page in Zenler. It could be the webinar follow-up page as well, because the
Yes.
webinar has different pages, right? So any page in Zenler, you can host your video. And in the follow-up email that you're sending where you're selecting not attended webinar, you can
Okay.
add that particular link in the email and send it to them.
Oh, okay. But it will not send automatically if I don't send it, right?
If you set it up automatically ahead of time, it will send it.
Okay. But it will not, like in the steps, it will not just go right after, right? In the
Yes.
steps. Okay. Sounds good. Now another question, can people themselves cancel their subscription on their own? And how do they do that, please?
They do have an option. They can go on the account level and they can cancel the subscription if they need. They can go to their account settings in Zenler and they can cancel it.
Settings, in their account settings? Okay.
Yeah.
Account settings. Okay. Okay, sounds great. Now, another question I have with the same video that I will send to them, is there a way that I can make that video not available later? For example, so I can kind of give them like a rush to go see the video, saying things like, hey, this video will only be available for 48 hours, or it will only be available for 3 days so they can have, the urge to go see it. Is there a way that I can kind of cancel that video later on?
You can, but you would have to do it manually. You'll have to
Okay.
manually remove the video from the page.
Okay, I have to do it manually to cancel
Yeah.
that. Okay. And also another question that I do have, the email broadcast, I was trying to understand how that one work. Can you give me a little bit more explanation on that, please?
Right. Email, I'll also send you a, resource link to learn about it. Email broadcast is used for sending to send an email blast one at a time. For example, the automations work on a date and time. You set them ahead of time, right? If you've set your emails in a marketing automation, no matter when and who signs up, the system will work for you. But email broadcasts is when you have to send one email at one given time. It is set and it is over. Next time, if you want to send it, you will have to schedule again.
Okay, say it one more time. I'm not understanding. Please.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll send you a video because
Okay.
you'll be able to, watch the video with the visuals and understand it easily.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. And
Yeah.
I do have two other question. My other question is that I want to do my webinar recurring. However, I don't want those email to be sent to those same people, because I'm the reason that I'm doing it recurring, I just don't want to keep doing it again, keep doing it again. I just want to do it. Oh, thank you. I just want to do it once and then that's it, right? So how can I cancel those people who already attended those, webinar, not to received those same email that I, said, hey, you have an hour left to join or 24 hours left, things like that, please.
Okay, so your question is that how do you remind people to join or how do you stop people from registering if they've registered once?
Yes, like they already registered once, but I don't want them to keep receiving the reminding email because what happened is that I will do it recurring, but the reason that I want to do it recurring is because I just don't want to go back in every week and redo
Right.
it and redo
So
it.
you don't have to worry about that. Once you set up recurring webinars and the sequences that you set, the system will send it to only people for the time that they have registered. For example, if I register for today 7 p.m., I will only receive the reminders for today 7 p.m. I will not receive the reminders. Let's say you're also doing it tomorrow 7 p.m. Whoever is registered for tomorrow 7 p.m., system will send it for tomorrow. It will not overlap.
Oh, I understand. So, but I remember watching a video, a tutorial video. It said once they register once, it will recur, right?
Okay,
Because
you
they're
set up a
recurring.
reoccurring one. Yeah, you've just set up a reoccurring one. Okay. Hmm. I would suggest that for this question, if you could write to support@zenler.com, I'm sure they would be able to help you the best way.
Okay, so just
Yeah.
okay. Unless I can just go manually and, kind of cancel some people already there.
I think that would take a lot of manual work for you to understand, okay, who's registered where. Either you set up manual slots. If you set up manual slots, then there is no problem. Everybody will receive information according to their slot only. But
Mhm.
since it is reoccurring, how to separate them, I think, tech can answer this question better.
Okay, they'll be able to answer. Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about the affiliate, please? Because I do know I have to manually add affiliates, but can you tell me a little bit more how
I'll send
that
you
works?
another resource for you to watch and it'll help you understand easily more than I will explain you here.
Okay.
So I have two questions. One is a technical because I don't understand why I have connected my button and setting which where it should go, and then the first email came, but when I worked around, so I live in Germany and we do have the problem with the double opt-in, as you know.
Oh, okay.
I built a second funnel then for the workaround, but the second emails never arrive anywhere.
Okay. Could you give me the link of the funnel that you've created or send me a screenshot of how you've done it?
I think the easiest might be to give you a link for the funnel, yes?
Okay.
And what site would you like? The edit site and then the editor and then the number?
No,
with the
if you could give me the funnel link, as in the live link that people get to, because I wouldn't be able to
and
access your
okay,
editing.
I go in preview then, yes?
Yes.
Okay, I give you the live.
So what have you done is you've created two funnels, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
And I said then action, open up a pop-up, and then people fill in their details. So, and then they arrived in the second funnel.
Okay, so this means people fill in the details here, then they go to the second funnel and they fill the details again. Is that so?
Yes. And
Okay.
I would
Isn't it
really,
tiresome for people to, fill in the details twice?
hmm?
Isn't it a little bit, as in we are asking them to do the details
Inconvenient.
twice?
It
Yeah.
is inconvenient, but it is the only way, as I have been told by David. And in your video, in the YouTube video, it's the only way to have two funnels to meet the German requirements for the double opt-in. And I asked the support and I sent another, um, I asked ChatGPT actually if there is any possibility to have an easier workaround where people don't jump off the train because it's difficult to explain why, or for them to understand why they should type in their email address and name twice.
Mm.
In every other system, it is just in the first email, just click the link and then a normal double opt-in has been done.
And a
Yes.
double opt-in is required for them to click again that they're open to receiving emails. Is that so?
Yes, if you use a tool like Active Campaign or Send in Blue or ClickTip or whatever, they fill in the form, name and email, and then they click on the button, yes, please. Then they received an email where it says, please confirm your email with a link in that email, and then it's done and they get the lead magnet.
Maybe I'm just thinking on the top of my head, maybe we could do this that you take the details in one funnel, and once you have received the details, you send them a email, and that email is just as Active Campaign's email is that please confirm if you're open to receiving emails from us. And the button takes them to another page, not a funnel, but another page where they just have to okay, but you would require people to check a box and click a button and give you that confirmation, is it?
Yes, as easy as possible.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
ChatGPT says it is more than overdue for Zenler to jump on that train, and it shouldn't be that difficult because, so on a scale from 0 to 10, it should be a 3. So not
Hmm.
that difficult. And I know you focus on course platform, but could you please bring that forward because I've just due to that launch period, and I'm running an institute training students. They all need a platform, and I became an affiliate, but that's always a discussion point why people then don't book Zenler when they are in Germany and rely on this easy double opt-in. So it would
Hmm.
really, really much appreciated if you could bring that
You could
forward.
you could always write this on feedback.newzenler.com. I'm sure if more and more people need it, it will get picked. So please write on feedback.newzenler.com.
On
And
feedback, what? Mhm.
yes, feedback.newzenler.com. Um, So from this funnel, is it that the funnel that you sent me, they click and they fill these details and they go to the next funnel immediately. Is that so?
They receive a thank you page where it says, now go to your inbox and you have received an email from me. And in that email, they will get a link to the second funnel where they have to type
Okay.
in email and name again. That's, as far as I know, it's the only workaround Zenler gives me
Yeah.
in a YouTube
Even
video.
I was about to suggest the same thing. I think that is the only way at this moment. Write on the feedback site, and I'm sure, it will get picked up.
I had that same uh problem, but you know what I do? I copy the link to the actual download page and give them that instead. That way they don't have to enter twice their name and email.
But that's against the regulations in Germany, unfortunately. They need to,
Okay,
it is not, we have this privacy policy regulations from the government that people have to confirm twice.
got it.
Mhm. Yeah, it's Germany. We are very good in regulations.
Yes.
Yes. So I write to feedback, and can you check then why it is not even sending out the second email? Can you see that?
I think I would not be able to see it from here just by opting in. I would suggest you write at support@zenler.com, and they would be able to help you the best, because I'll not be able to take a look at your backend as to why the second email is not going.
Ah, okay, good. Thank you very much
Yeah,
then.
no problem. Eileen, yes, it's been a long time.
It
How are you?
just it's been a while. I'm doing well. I'm reviving something that I put together 2 years ago. It was a membership, and I had a few people join, and then it kind of didn't go the direction I wanted, but now I have a different direction. And so I spent the whole day yesterday rewriting the sales page.
Okay.
And as I was going through and working through the pages, I realized that there's a spot on the thank you page where it says contact. And I'm trying to figure out how to add like my name and a link there. And I know I used to do it, and I cannot remember how I did it.
Okay. Which page are you talking about?
So when they're, as they go through the purchase process for the course, it's actually a bundle. But yeah, right. So, but they're buying this course and they buy it, and then there's a couple of pages they go through. There's a checkout page, and
Yeah.
once they finish the checkout page, this thank you page comes up automatically, and it just thank you, congratulations, thank you for joining, and then having trouble, and then it has a contact, and I'm not sure, it just says contact with a link, but it doesn't have my name, it doesn't have,
Can you send me a screenshot once? I think if I take a look at it, I'll be able to help you best.
oh, sure, here, I can share it if
Yeah.
you want to.
Screen sharing, since we are streaming live, we don't do it because of the GDPR rules.
That makes
Send me
sense.
a screenshot. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's like this little contact thing here, which it says there's a link on the contact, and it says the name of my my membership, and then it has /support, so it goes to a page. Maybe I need to create the page.
One second, I'll take a look.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. It seemed like to me you'd be able to just put an email there, but it doesn't.
Oh, so you're trying to edit this button, which is continue to course, is it?
Yeah. Well, so there's a one right above the continue to course where it says having trouble, contact, and I want to make sure that there's a contact there, because
So when I think they click this contact, they go to the contact page.
I hope my clients would see that. Yeah.
And what you want to do is you want to be able to add your contact details to it, is it?
That's what I was thinking. It goes to a page where they put the contact in. I guess that it goes to that page. I see that, and you put your name, your email, and a comment.
Yes,
Where
correct.
does it send that? Where does that send?
This
it
would
directly
come
to
on
me?
your registered email ID.
Okay, so it comes directly to me. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And yeah, I think I was just kind of trying to figure that out, what it did. I thought there used to be something else there. And then the continue to course, that takes you straight into the
The
bundles
curriculum.
and
Yeah.
it shows the courses that are included in the bundle. And then if when I'm sending an email and I want to point them back to those courses in the bundle, can I just point them to that page? Is that good enough? That it will automatically recognize that they're a member and that they've signed up, or is there something else in the, because like the access page, I had already messed with it, so there's no proper link in there. And I'm wondering, is there a proper link I should put in the access page when I send the email out to them?
If they are signing up to a bundle, the bundle does have a course access page.
Okay.
You could send that.
Okay, so I'm going to use that. All right.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to continue to add courses to the bundle, right?
Right.
So I
Right.
want them to be able to go back to and I want them to bookmark that page because that's where they're going to
Absolutely.
continue to go back to.
The flow would have a page.
The flow will have a page. Okay.
Yeah.
And then, all right, I see. And then it comes back to me. I thought there was a place where it said you put an email there, and it doesn't look like it. It just sends you to create a contact
Yeah.
form instead. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been a while, and I decided
That is why I've seen you after a long time on the live.
Yeah, I got the emails about this 60-day new thing, try this full
Yeah.
accelerator thing, and I thought, you know what, maybe I'll try and put this membership here because I've been talking about reviving it, and I thought, well, maybe I'll
Right.
just leave it in Zenler and then update it from Zenler. So,
Absolutely.
yeah, so yeah, and I know you added community stuff, so that's my other thing is I want to see how the community works and see if I can use it for this new
Sorry,
one.
can you come again with the last question?
So the community, if I want to add a community in, I can add a community into the bundle, and to people who are who sign up for the membership through the bundle, they would have access to that one community. Right.
All right. You could do that. You could add the community to that particular bundle so that when people register for that bundle, they get automatically added to the community.
Yeah, and if somebody was to buy a course within the community but they're not that are not part of the bundle, but they bought one course, they wouldn't have access to the community, would they?
No, they wouldn't.
They would not. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I sometimes sell the individual courses
Right.
separately. So yeah, so I want to make sure I can still do that.
Right.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you. It was good to see you
My
again.
pleasure. Yes, absolutely.
I'm probably being way too broad here, but I am struggling to understand how to create a membership. And I know I'm getting so confused. There's like a million steps to it. Is this like something where you have like training on YouTube maybe that takes you step by step through it, like live?
Absolutely, there are. I will just send you one of the trainings to take a look at
Okay,
memberships.
thank
And
you.
let me also point you to one of our maybe, master classes or the sessions that we might have done or the boot camps that we might have done that would help.
Oh, great.
Yes, let me
This is
just,
great.
yes, 1 second.
I'm usually really good with following the help instructions, but for some reason I can't seem to get this.
I completely understand. I've sent one video on the chat already. I will
Yes, I
look
got
for,
that.
yes,
Yeah,
I'll just look for a boot camp as well. I'm sure we would have done a boot camp on memberships. That's for sure. I will just
excellent.
quickly check. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Irene, how can I help you?
I wish I knew it was going to be about memberships because that's my questions. I just did a little mini launch and I've got 5 people for a start, but I
Okay.
need more. So it's all about marketing, but I just want everything to work behind. So I coupled it's about the live sessions because I never use them. I use my own. So I couple it to my
Okay.
own Zenler. So I'm wondering, I think I asked if somebody signs up and they can't, if they want to unsign, they have to call me or tell me. So I can, and then there will be enough room for another person to take that place.
Okay. Can you
Is
explain
that
your question a little more?
so? Like say, I mean, right now I haven't got enough people for this to be a problem, but if it is later, if I say set up a little session and I don't want to have more than 12 people because it's going to be intimate and close. So people sign up and then one of them decides that, oh, I'm sick, I'm not going to come. So she opts out. So she can't unenroll automatically, but she can tell me. So I'm wondering if I take away that person from the group for that live, will there be enough room for another person to sign in, or will it still register as 12 people?
If you unenroll the person, then there will be room for one another person to join.
Okay, and that will work automatically.
Yeah, right.
So, and then I'm wondering about, because I live in Sweden and it's extremely confusing that it says 5 p.m. and 5 a.m. and that because it's absolutely the opposite in Swedish. A.m. is like in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So I couldn't find anywhere that it's possible to translate that. And also just to show, not to show it in 4 p.m., but to show 16:00 or, the European
Understood.
timings.
Yeah, we'll definitely take that feedback.
So that's just a feedback. So you can't do it yet, but it would be so good if it happened. Right.
So, okay, I think I got confused with your question. You're asking this question for your Zenler account, is it?
Yes. Can I change it in my own Zenler account? Because I couldn't find the
Yes, you can
thread.
do that. If you go to settings, you can change your clock to 24 hours or 12 hours. You could do that.
Oh, okay. So it's not under my setting. And then that would come up in the live booking thingies.
Right, correct. It would show
Super
it
duper.
accordingly. Yeah.
Okay, and then there's no problem. You don't need to change the whole site then, if I can do it for myself. Settings in site. Super. And then another question, because I wanted to, for each, I do tapping and they are different contents. So now I've prepared it and I chose, what do you call it? I chose a layout that has no, actually it was the last one for big webinars, but that was good because it looked pretty and I could add a little bit of text. But it's a lot of work to take away all the extra modules that I don't want. So I'm wondering, is it possible to save that layout that I've made up and use it? Because you can do it for the normal pages, but can you do it in the live?
In the live, what are you trying to save?
Can I show you? I don't know if that makes it easier.
You'll have to send a screenshot. We don't do screen sharing because of the GDPR rules. You can send a screenshot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is better. I send to the support and ask. No, because I'm just wondering if it's possible
You
to
just send
save.
it to me right now. You can
Oh,
send
yeah,
it to
yeah.
me.
Okay, yeah,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
So that is what it looks like. But the template for it has like 3 or 4 modules underneath that I don't use.
It is still loading. I haven't received it on the chat.
Oh, I forgot to send it. I'm sorry.
Okay. 1 second. Okay. Yes, please now ask me the question.
Yes. So this is the first little module or section of the template. And
Okay.
underneath there is one, what can we help you with? And then there's another thing with the presenters. And then there's a third one with, so for each of these, I just take them away because I found this very useful. I could put a picture of me and then I could have a little explanation of what it is.
Right. Absolutely. You can edit the template as you like.
Yes, but how can I save it? I can edit it, but that means that every time I put up one, I need to start afresh.
You can save this as a block.
I can save it as a block, even though it's in. Okay. And because I thought I was looking for that and I couldn't find the little sign saying that I could do it.
It
Hang
is on the
on.
top. If you hover over to the left, you will see a blue icon saying save block. Do you see this? Save block as a template?
Let me look again. No, it's not there. But let me see if I'm not in preview. I'm in
Just try to hover over.
no, it's not there. It says blocks elements pop-up Zenler. I will show you, I will send you another.
Just try to hover over because I know it is hidden below the banner on the top. Just try to hover over, maybe it shows up.
So in the blue square, inside the blue square.
Right, the third option.
Yeah, but there is not a blue thingy coming up. Ah, I have to click it first. Here it is, and there I can save block as template. Oh, super duper. I needed to click it. Thank you. And then I have one more question, which is about layout. It has to do with where it is on the page. But take the other questions.
Okay.
I've sent
All
it to
you
you
have
now.
to do is you have to take care of the padding and the spacing a little bit on this one. If you do the padding and spacing up, most likely it should be okay.
Yes, but that's how I couldn't do it because it wasn't a green square. So I set the setting for the green square and it still doesn't work. But it could have been something with my computer or that I don't know. I shall try again.
Yeah, I would suggest you try the spacing a little bit. The space on the top.
Yeah,
Try
I know.
that
I
a
did
little
it.
bit. Okay.
Yeah, I did it on one page and then it aligned itself. But then doing it on this page, that option didn't come up. So there must have been something wrong. I did wrong from the start because I made in the box like David does. And then I sort of doubled it and then I pulled it over. But it turns out that in the other square next to it, the text doesn't display the same because it's narrower. And it's
just try it one more time. If you still face problems, write to support@zenler.com.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, had to get that mic open. Quick question, Manmy. Is there a way that you can share your screen, right? That's okay. That's allowed. Okay. If you could do a tiny walkthrough with the quiz, so how to create one. The reason I say that is because you guys are moving and advancing so quickly that the instructions that are actually in the education don't match at all your updates. So there's really no beginning to end that exists right now on just building a quiz from top to bottom. If you could walk me through, I have added my questions, but I do have some stuck points. One of them being how to get the dynamic logic of the three different categories on that result page. So that's one. And then the second hang up is how to add a telephone field so that I can do SMS marketing.
Okay, you're talking about the quizzes, is it?
That is correct. When I went and looked in the library, it's explaining creating a quiz through courses. And you guys have made it so much easier through the marketing funnel path, but there is no step-by-step through that path.
Okay. What I would suggest is since both the questions are a bit technical in nature, I would suggest to write to zenler.com, support@zenler.com, and I'm sure they would have the perfect answer to this.
First of all, thank you for your help. I watched the video and it was very helpful. Thank you for that. My other question is, I wanted to use click magic, meaning that I want to know where the click comes from. How do I install the link in Zenler for click magic, please?
Okay. What is the purpose of adding Click Magic to Zenler and where exactly are you adding it?
Yes, that's why I would like to know because the purpose for Click Magic is because I want to know where my click are coming from.
Okay. Um, See, I don't think there is a direct introduction, a direct integration available in Zenler at this moment. You might have to use a third-party tool like Zapier or Pabbly. What I would suggest is write to support@zenler.com and they would be able to give you a better answer.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, so I want to have a capacity for enrollment on a new course that I'm launching, so I can kind of just beta test it with them and make sure that it's clear for them and make refinements to it as needed just to like make the experience best moving forward for people. So I know how to set up the capacity for enrollment. Is there a way to have an auto update though on the I know that I probably can't do it on the course card, but on the sales page or somewhere, so it shows how many slots are left, or do I have to manually update that if I put like a header in there?
I think it has to be manual. The update has to be manual.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Hi, Manmeet. I'm going to keep my picture up because I'm just getting ready to go in the pool, so I got my bathing suit on. But
Okay.
I scheduled a webinar. I can't change it now, but uh, um, it's a webinar, and I actually put 2 times because I'm offering 2 times, and it let me do that, so that's okay. So it'll be the one link, right? So there won't be any issue. Okay. Um,
Yeah, go ahead.
it's just a single, I kept the single event clicked instead of recurring, but it let me put like I'm doing it at 2 Eastern time and 7 Eastern time, and it let me put in there. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good. All right. I just wanted to double check because I was like, I started second guessing myself, and then when I looked at changing it, it said, "Oh, you're going to get rid of all your registration." So, okay, thank you.
All right.
Manmeet, since
Yeah.
it's just us at this point, would you mind just showing me a little bit regarding the quiz? I really want to get it up. I spent yesterday trying to chat back and forth. When I was at the chat tending it, there was no one available. When they were available, I wasn't available. So I kind of lost a work day, still not having this quiz up. So any help you can give me right now, I would be really grateful.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll send you a resource. You can take a quick look at the quizzes, and if you need anything after that, I'm happy to answer your questions. Does that work?
Okay.
Yeah.
It depends. Is that the resource that I actually went through? Because I did leverage the resources before coming here to bother you today. I went into the library that you guys have put together, but it is absolutely not matching where the quizzes are today at all. I mean, not even a little bit. I don't
I'll send
expect
you
click.
the latest video. I'll send you the release video because whenever a new feature comes out, we always have a release video, and the new quizzes have come out. Let me share
Okay.
a updated video with you. Just take a look and you'll
Okay.
understand if you watched it or not.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, if there's an updated video, because I looked on YouTube and I didn't know how to search that out. So, like, how do I find, YouTube doesn't have a search for just your account. If you're gonna search, you're searching all of YouTube. So I wasn't able to find your updates.
You can search only for our account. There is a search bar only for the Zenler account.
Oh, can you show me that too? Because that would probably save a ton of questions down the road.
Of course, see, if you go to the channel, I'm at the Zenler channel, and here is the search bar. So this is exactly what I'm going to be doing today. I'll just search for the word quiz and I'll put it up with release. Or if you want, you could always go to this one, which is the first playlist, which is Zenler new feature releases by the date of release. So you see,
Okay.
this is community. This is the survey branching. This is bulk coupons. This is communities. Then this is again communities, I think. You want quizzes and surveys, right?
Yes.
So I think brand new surveys, this is the one. And even here, survey and funnels branching, I think this could also help you. One second.
Well,
I
now
think
the
this is going
branching,
deeper.
I did understand the branching. The branching isn't what I'm trying to do with my quiz. That's when a question leads to another question, which leads to another question. No, mine's really clean. We got 12 questions, and it should break people off into three categories. Where I'm stuck is the three categories with that logic being broken down in a way that the results page makes it clean where you fit. Like, what's your score after you've taken once you've taken the quiz? I don't see in Zenler how they are delineated in that area for their score and what that score means on the results page. That
Understood.
breakout isn't happening.
Understood. I think, because it's technical in nature, what you're trying to set, the thing is that only support would be able to help you best. The tech support would be able to help you best here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do what I could, best I could, because like I said, I lost a day yesterday. And I really want to just and I asked this question also in the accelerated program, and they told me that wasn't the place for it. Ask at help desk. So I'm here at help desk, and now I gotta try something else. I just want to get it done.
Yeah, the only reason is I've sent you why I sent you the survey and branching updated video is because the quizzes, the entire quizzes have been revamped and moved the last month. Maybe the
Yes.
updated video helps you understand what you're trying to do. If you're not still able to do it, maybe send me a screenshot to show me, because sometimes just by listening to what you're saying, I might not be able to, get
Yeah.
the crux of it. If you can send me a screenshot on the chat, I might be able to help you. If it is too technical in nature, then I'll guide you to write to support@zenler.com.
No, I understand. That makes perfect sense. And I think even just for your own awareness, I don't think this is a special case. I think what I'm asking, so say you went to take the quiz, Manmeet, and you're at the welcome, because use the terms you guys use. You call it the quiz welcome page. So you're at the quiz welcome page, and do you want to know this great thing? Then click here, and there's the button, and it makes sense. So you click the button, and it's going to now take you to question 1. And you guys make it easy that they can just move right on to question 2. They can either click it manually, I see that inside of Zenler, or I can set it up where it will automatically move once they select a question. And they just go question nice and clean, no branching on this one. They go to question 2, question 3, all the way, you finish all the way through question 12. And you've answered your 12 questions. Now you hit submit. Now it's time for the Zenler technology to give you a score and to give you a result. What I
Okay.
don't see is where that piece is set up in the behind the scenes with Zenler. That's pretty standard to just a quiz itself is getting those results. How
Okay.
was that
Understood.
set up on that back end?
So you're trying to say that you are unaware of the fact that when you set up a Zenler quiz, how do people get to know how they've done on the quiz? Is that what you're trying to figure out?
That is correct, because I see clearly the result page that's there, and I do see the template. But the thing about it is it doesn't show how the three different categories behind the scenes are being, well, say for example, you're weak in that area, and the next person that takes the quiz is medium, and the next person that takes the quiz is strong. Well, how do they get their individual results? Where's the score being kept behind the scenes?
One second. What I would suggest is the video that I've just sent you, Dr. Aisha. That one is a video that might help you because this is a 2 hour or a 3 hour video completely on uh, quizzes and surveys only. Why I'm saying surveys is because the quizzes have been upgraded. I've sent you a video which is 16 minutes. There is also a complete workshop for 3 hours. So if you could just watch the video for 16 minutes right now and let me know if that closely follows or what you're trying to do.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah. All right.
You're here with me until how long? When do you?
Another 30 minutes.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mammy.
Do you have a question I can help you with today?
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I've been debating Go High Level and you guys, and I think you guys are simpler, but um, I don't know what's the locking if I use Zenler versus Go High Level.
Okay. Have you attended one of our demo webinars?
No.
I would suggest if you attend one of the demo webinars, you will understand Zenler completely in depth. And if you have any doubts, you can speak to one of our product educators. She'll be live helping you through the demo. And if you have any questions, she'll be able to guide you better.
So how can I do that? She can guide me through the all.
I'll
Like,
just send you the link. 1 second.
so is this live support is only for this time, or is it going to be ongoing available for us?
It is every Wednesday. It is every Thursday, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. UK time.
Oh, okay. Okay, got it.
Mammy, I got a quick question, just one quick one. This is more housekeeping.
Yes, yes. Please go ahead.
I was just wondering, is it the same Zoom link every week for the live support desk every Thursday?
No, the Zoom link is not the same, but the live support desk page is the same. So what you can do is I'll just quickly show you how to access the link. If you go to the tutorial site, 1 second. So if you go to the tutorial site here and if you click on live support, you see live educational support desk. If you click on this, you'll come to this page and there is this button that will lead you directly into the Zoom room.
Okay, that's cool. How do I get to that page?
I will send you the link on the chat and you can bookmark it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
All right, I got it, and I have grabbed it. Cool. Thank you.
All right. Happy to help you.
Did you see what I said about the information you'd given me?
Yes, I just saw. I'm glad it helped.
Yes, thank you so much, Mammy. See you next week.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.
Everybody who's been watching us live and all the people who came in today to ask their questions, thank you so much. Like I said, every session has their own theme. And the theme of this session was coming prepared. And I don't send this theme, nor do you. But eventually, I think the right energy enters the room. And every session, when it ends, sort of has a common pattern and a theme. And the common pattern that I saw today was everybody was extremely prepared and they came with list of questions ready, probably 7 to 10 questions everybody came with, and that sets the theme of the session today. I will see you next Thursday, 4 p.m. UK time. Until then, keep working, and remember we have the pro trial that has started on the 1st July already. If you want to read about it, the link is in the pinned comment of this live. I'll see you next Thursday.